Good morning. Well, good day. It's Minnie here from Brampton, Ontario. Thank you guys for joining. Happy Monday, and it's March the 1st, 2021. I guys and have time to spend with family or do something that you like, and you're ready to get down to business and back to work today. Now, on Mondays, I generally do market update for real estate, and I focus mainly on the GTA. Today's market update is primarily focused on the region of Peel. Now, my name is Minnie, and I'm a realtor here in the GTA. Now, just while we're waiting for a few people to come on, hi Sue, good morning. While we're waiting for a few people to come on, just some housekeeping. Let me know if you're hearing me. If you're looking at this from Facebook, just comment. Let me know if that you're hearing me well. Actually, I'm just gonna double check that right now. So let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Just to make a comment, let me know if you're hearing me. I'd really appreciate that. I'm gonna check myself as well.
If you're hearing me,
All
I'd really
right. So
appreciate that.
Facebook seems to be fine. Facebook seems to be fine.
Myself well.
Let's load it down. So Facebook seems to be fine. If you're looking at this on Instagram, just send me a comment, a heart. Let me know if you're hearing me. Hi, Ravin. Good morning to you. So let me say good morning. Good morning from Brampton, Ontario. All right. So for those of you who are looking at this video here, please feel free to comment, share, like. If you've got a question, drop it in the comment section below. I'd be sure to share it on your screen. Now, for those of you who are looking at this on Instagram, you won't be able to see my screen, so I'll do my very best to speak to you in terms of what the stats are. Now, the region of Peel, it's made up of three cities, and that's Brampton, Mississauga, and Caledon. And my goal with the market update is to provide valuable real estate content to help you as an investor make an informed real estate decision. And with factual decision based on numbers that are active right now. Let me just set this real quick. That factual numbers to help you make a really informed and educated decision. That being said, again, if you've got a question, drop it in the comment below. Hi, Alicia. Thank you for joining. Feel free to share this in any groups that you're looking at, or on your page or on a friend's profile, or if you know anyone that would benefit from it, we appreciate it. So let's start off with the region of Peel. And in the region of Peel, like I mentioned, give me one second. Display. So the region of Peel, we're looking at three cities in the region of Peel. So we're looking at Brampton, Mississauga, and Caledon. Now, Brampton, and we're going to take a look back at the stats from last week just to see how the progression of how the market is trending in terms of inventory and in terms of price point as well. So when we're looking at Brampton right now, we're looking at Brampton last week on Monday. There were 657 properties active on the market in Brampton. This week, Monday, 705. So we're seeing about 40 or so average properties that are, added to the inventory. I'm definitely seeing a climb in inventory in Brampton, which is a good thing heading into the spring market that's coming soon. Then we're looking at, let's go ahead and look at sold. So that was sold last week, Monday. We had 823 properties that sold a week over week for last week. And we're looking at 1,136 properties sold this week here in Brampton. Sold for the year so far as well, higher than last week, obviously. Last week we had 1,567. This week we're looking at 1,880 units or 80 properties that is sold in Brampton. Now let's look at the price point. And for those of you who are you able to see my screen? Just give me one moment. If you are not, let me fix that right away. I don't think you are seeing my screen. So just give me one moment. I'm going to do a share screen. So let me do a share screen quickly for you. So all right. So if we're looking at, one moment. All right, so there we go. So you're seeing my screen now in Brampton. Price of last week, what we were looking at, last week price we were looking at just over $1 million. Now we're looking at 10,000 more in terms of price point in Brampton. So a little bit of changes there. And that's got to do with, the type of properties that was sold. So if we were looking at properties that was sold, let's look at them. Townhouses sales so far are active townhouses 101, condo apartment 44, condo townhouses 58, detached condo 2, detached properties 374, linked properties we're looking at linked properties overall we're looking at 1 only, and semi-detached. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to pull this up again just to make sure it's doing well. Semi-detached, 125 semi-detached on the market right now. That brings us to a total of 705 properties in the city of Brampton available for sale. Now, in terms of the sales, to give you an idea, we have 161 townhouses sold, 56 condo apartment, 70 condo townhouses, detached 627, and semi-detached 215, and that's an attribution. So we're seeing more detached that was sold last week in Brampton, followed by semi-detached, then townhouses, and then condo townhouses. So that's what we're looking at in the city of Brampton that was sold last week, right? Do you have any questions so far? Any questions so far regarding Brampton sales? All right, if we don't have any questions, let's take a quick look at, we're going to move on to the city of Mississauga. So let's look at the city of Mississauga. In Mississauga, active listings on the market in Mississauga. I'm just going to share my screen again with you. All right. So active listings in Mississauga, we're looking at active listings in Mississauga. Last week, we had 719 active listings in Mississauga. This week, we're trending at 730, just about 10, 11 properties more that came on the market week over week. Sold for the month, 700, sold for, last week, 748. But over the past 7 days, that number has jumped to just over 1,022 properties that were sold. Sold for the year so far, 1,653. And last week, we were looking at 1,382. Now, let's look at pricing compare. So, last week on Monday, sitting here, we were seeing a price of average price at 965,720, 965,720 in and we're jumping closer to that million mark now, 991,000 in Mississauga. A quick breakdown to see how that is trending in terms of the breakdown of what's on the market and what was sold. So on the market right now, we have 26 units of townhouses in Mississauga, condo apartment 211, condo townhouses 100 condo townhouses. Condo townhouses, 100. Detached properties available right now in Mississauga, we're looking at 304. Linked properties, we're looking at 4. semi-detached 65, and that brings us to a grand total of 730 properties. In terms of the pricing, when we were looking at the pricing jumping, around 991,000, let's see what was sold to carry that price up. Sales, we're looking at 42 townhouses that was sold last week, followed by condos. There are quite a bit of condo apartment that went off the market, 318 condo townhouses, 181 sold, detached 351, link property 3, and semi-detached 126. So still detached being the highest number of sales, followed by the condo apartment. Okay, so those are the stats that we're looking at in the city of Mississauga. That takes our price point to just closer to $1 million in average price point in terms of sales. If you've got a question, drop it in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to share it on the screen and answer them for you. Now, if you're looking at this on Instagram, I won't be able to, I will read those questions out for you. All right. Okay, so let's move on. If we don't have a question, let's move on to the city of Caledon. Now, I've been saying this all along. Caledon inventory has been low, and we're still seeing a gradual increase coming down to the spring market in Caledon. And so we're looking at last week, 98 properties and only 103 this week. So, just about 5 properties that came on the market in Caledon over the past 7 days. Last week's sales, 152. This week we're looking at 114, actually 184. So 184 price point. We're looking at last week was a little bit higher because we had bigger properties that was sold in Caledon. We're looking at 1.428 and over the past 7 day, 1.398, 1.4 million to round that off. Let's see where the stats trend in Caledon. So in terms of active listings, we've got 8 townhouses, 3 condo apartments, 1 detached condo, 87 detached properties, and semi-detached only 4. So if you're looking for a semi-detached property in Caledon, you just only have 4 to choose from. You've got quite a bit more detached properties around the $1.5 million price range. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in and for watching today's market update. I do appreciate it. If you're looking at this video now, be sure to drop a comment. Let me know that you were looking at this video. If you're looking at this after the fact and you've got a question, please drop a comment. I do appreciate it as well. Talk to you soon again. It's Mini Misir here from Brampton, Ontario. Do have a blessed week, and always remember to have an attitude of gratitude. Take care and bye-bye for now.